Ladies, gentlemen, and others, welcome back to another episode of Take Me Out to the Podcast. We've got our unofficial co-host, Alex Funderburke, coming from the worst city in the world, Tampa, Florida. Alex, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm in Tampa. That's a little bit disappointing, but I'm here for my sister's district playoffs in basketball, so that's always fun.
Also joining us, our resident Braves fan, Jason Hamby. Jason, it's been a while. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Ready to talk some baseball.
Yeah, Jason earlier was saying that no matter where Bauer signs, he just hopes it's not the NL East.
That's correct.
So let's start off with some bad news. Mickey Calloway, absolutely disgusting person. But he did say he was innocent, which means that the Angels and the MLB have to do a formal investigation before they can decide whether or not to fire him. Jason, what's your take on this?
I mean, it's just something that you hate to see, something that you wish was just eradicated from not only the game of baseball, but, everything, all the time. You wish you wouldn't have to see things like this. And it's kind of just like, you're still surprised every time you see it, even though, we see things, unfortunately, like this a good bit. It's just, how are we still here, still doing these things? And obviously we have processes where hopefully we'll find out the truth. And if he's did, then hopefully he gets what he deserves. But until then, I guess we just have to err on the side of just letting the investigation do its thing.
Yep. I just think that another thing, which is like kind of making light of it, that photo of Mickey Calloway on a tractor, who sends that and thinks, yeah, this is going to get me the honeys. This is it. This is the photo. This is number one on, like, what goes through your mind to think
she didn't respond to the last 10, but this
the tractor's going to bring her back.
What a guy.
It's insane. Like, what was it? 2 shows ago, we had to talk about Porter.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, well, we're here again. It's 2 weeks later. It's like, if he did, which it does seem like he did do this, hopefully he's out of baseball for good. We can't have these people in our sport. We can't claim to be trying to become more inclusive in baseball and then have dudes like this still there.
Yeah. And the other thing that's like kind of shocking to me is you hear these women talk about the worst kept secret in baseball about Mickey Calloway, and 3 teams apparently knew of it and didn't do anything. I think that's more indicative of how baseball in general and sports in general will continue to protect people that probably shouldn't have jobs as long as they're good at their jobs on paper.
And like, Mickey Calloway isn't anything super special. Like, it's not like it's insert great manager here. Like, it's Mickey Calloway. He's not that good. So I don't know why they're protecting him the way the league seemed to do. It's disgusting. Like, even if it was like, I don't want to put this on anybody, but let's say the greatest manager of all time, we'll just keep him nameless. I would hope that baseball wouldn't protect him. But unfortunately, the way it seems is baseball would protect the greatest manager of all time. But why are you protecting Mickey Calloway? He's nothing close to that.
No, it's just really weird. I mean, Jason, do you have any thoughts?
I was just trying to read up on as much as possible. And what I saw was, I believe with the Indians, they did some kind of investigation on one of the complaints and just seemed not to find anything. And now my question would just be like, what all did that investigation entail? Yeah, I don't know, man. Hopefully this investigation is done correctly. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, it's as much as it seems like a slam dunk, he is entitled to due process, and he is entitled to an investigation. He is entitled to a review of the evidence, which I think are good systems, and we'll see how it works. We'll get into a little bit of brighter news. Bob Nightingale, Mr. Boob, he said that couple days ago, Trevor Bauer apparently only has one official offer, and it is not the Dodgers. All right, Alex, is this cap?
It's Bob Nightingale, so yeah. Um, whenever Bob Nightingale tweets something, it's normally wrong. So probably, I would say all 30 teams have offered Trevor Bauer if Bob Nightingale is saying it's only one. No, but I'm sure the Dodgers have put an offer in. I would be shocked if they haven't. I don't know if he would be a great fit for the Dodgers, but it's someone that they should definitely go after.
Yeah, Jason. So it looks like Trevor Bauer is either seeking some kind of like really short, really high AAV deal, or like a little bit longer with a little bit less money per year. Out of those two kinds of structures, which do you think Trevor Bauer is more likely to go with?
I think he's more likely to go with a shorter deal just because of, what he said in the past about wanting to do 1-year deals. He wishes a lot more people would do 1-year deals, and just, the whole bet on yourself mentality that he seems to have. I would be a little surprised if he was one to, bank on what he's done in the past, because that's what we see when you get the long-term deal. You're pretty much just getting paid for what you've done, and not what you think, we're talking 6, 7, 8-year deals. Obviously, as a pitcher, I would think he would want to do a longer deal just for the security purposes. But I think for him personally, knowing from just his past, shorter deal, a loaded deal at the front, and give him more flexibility to move on if that team is not the team that he wants to, maybe retire with or whatever.
Yeah, and move on a little bit. Didi Gregorius, 2-year deal with the Phillies. So he avoids next year's huge loaded shortstop class. Sorry, Alex, our Didi to Oakland push, unfortunately, didn't work.
Hey, I mean, it's okay. He's not in the AL, so he can't kill the Yankees unless it's in the World Series, and the Phillies are not going to the World Series, so he can't kill the Yankees. No, I'm happy for Didi. I love that guy. So he seemed happy in Philly last year. Gets to play with Joe Girardi again. Hopefully the Phillies aren't a dumpster fire, and hopefully that bullpen can be halfway competent. They're making moves that I like. Archie Bradley, getting JT back. Will they win the division or even come in second? Probably not, but they might. If we somehow get expanded playoffs, they might be able to push for one of those last spots.
Yeah, Jason, you're a big NL East guy, big Braves guy. The Phillies, are they a 4th place Phillies again?
I think the Phillies are one of the weird teams where it's, they're doing the run it back mentality, right? They signed JT, they re-signed Didi, and this is a team that has missed the playoffs 9 straight years. They couldn't make it in an expanded playoff. Their playoff drought being 9 years is longer than 28 other teams, but yet they're still here. They're just refusing to blow it up. And I get it. It's the path of, least resistance. It's, we just got to re-sign these guys and hope that in a non-COVID year, these are the guys that we signed them to be. Do I think they're going to come in the first 2 spots? I don't. I think the NL East is loaded. I don't think there's a bad team at all. And I think we're not going to see a team in the NL East hit 95 wins. I'd be very shocked if any team hit that, because we're going to be beating up on each other a lot. The Nationals, as bad as their lineup seems at times, their pitching will keep them in all these games. The Marlins, we saw what they were capable of in the playoffs. If the Mets get Bauer, this division is going to be absolutely crazy. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I think if the Mets do end up with Bauer, they're a serious contender to the Dodgers. It'll be between, the Mets, Dodgers, Padres probably for the National League.
Oh, we're just going to leave out the Braves.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to clarify that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, if you're up 3-1 and you lose, yikes.
We got
there's a Georgia sports team tax that the Braves have to pay. They're like the Mets for me. I can't believe in them until they actually do it.
Now, if the Braves get Bauer, right, they're a 2nd-round exit instead of a 1st-round exit. That's all I'll say.
Oh my God. There's no way we would get Bauer, by the way. But if we did and didn't win the World Series,
yikes.
that's a wrap. Might as well become a Dodgers fan.
Oh man, let's move it over to the St. Louis Cardinals. Huge, giant Nolan Arenado trade. One thing I do want to say before we get started talking about this, whoever's running St. Louis graphics department for their socials, you've gotten a lot better. I'm very proud of your improvement. Have you guys seen the thing on Twitter today with like the what's his name? The freaking the Marcelo Ozuna like signing thing, and then Nolan Arenado like the
No,
Marcelo Ozuna thing. It looks like a Microsoft Paint. Oh, hold up, I'll pull
really,
it up. We're gonna throw this up on the screen right now in post.
I missed it.
I got to see this.
You want me to talk about Arenado while we try to find this?
Yeah, talk about Arenado while I find
I'll
this.
talk about it. I can talk about Arenado all day. He's the best. Anytime you can get a 5-time All-Star and an 8-time Gold Glover and not give up a top 100 prospect, and they're giving you $50 million, you win. You just win. Obviously, they're still going to have to pay $163 million over the next 7 years, which isn't cheap. But at the discount they got, it's a phenomenal deal. This guy, I mean, he had a down year last year, but a lot of people did. It was shortened season, never got in rhythm, hit 253 with, I think, only a handful of bombs. But I want to go back to 2019, had his best average yet in his career, hit 315, 41 bombs and 118 driven in. This is the guy that you're getting for this discount. Pair him with Goldschmidt, and phenomenal deal. And I like the Cardinals in that division.
The Cardinals seem like they just like rob teams for like amazing players, because like they didn't give up much for Goldschmidt and they give up next to nothing, and you get Nolan Arenado. So whatever, it's like the Cardinals were like the first team to like call the Rockies or call the D-backs, and both teams were just like, all right, cool, yeah, we'll take that. And it's like, what are we doing here? If that's all it took to get Nolan Arenado, why didn't anybody else try to go get him?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not giving up a top 100 prospect and you're getting $50 million. Like, I love Gio Urshela, but like Yankees, we could have gotten Nolan Arenado.
So I am going to say that I did get duped. I got baited. I got bamboozled. I got pranked. I got pranked. It was not an official. It was not an official Cardinals graphic that I saw for Marcelo Ozuna. I will take full responsibility for not looking at the Twitter handle.
Johnny, you got me excited.
It was really funny, but unfortunately, we can't lie unless I lie to Jason and say that I believe in the Braves. So, the biggest thing about this Cardinals Rockies trade is A, Jeff Bridich, yikes. B, the Rockies gave the Cardinals $50 million too. It's absolutely insane that the Rockies were like, here's Nolan Arenado. And they're like, awesome. You want to help us pay for him? The best player that you've ever developed? Jeff Bridich is over there like, okay, cool. Yeah. I'm not getting fired ever.
That's the crazy thing. And did you see the tweet that the Rockies tweeted out yesterday? Yep. They said the deal is done with the crying emoji. It's like, I don't think I've ever seen a team's Twitter account like openly admit that they took an L like the Rockies did yesterday. But I mean, there was a Rockies fan on Twitter that I follow, and there's not a lot of them. So the fact that I follow one is kind of crazy. Who said this is the darkest day in Rockies history? And like, you think about it, and obviously, yeah, not a super long history. They came in the league in what, 97, 98, somewhere in there. Yeah, there's not really any worse days. Like maybe when you got rid of Tulowitzki, but meh. Losing DJ LeMahieu, meh. But trading the greatest player to ever come through your team for next to nothing is just sad.
I'm just happy that dummies on the socials will never be able to say Nolan Arenado is a Coors Field product again. I'm just happy for that.
Yeah, hopefully he does well in St. Louis, which I'm sure he will. He's Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado, Paul Goldschmidt, two poached guys. I mean, Jason, I don't think there's any team that can compare to those two.
I agree. Just when we're talking 3-4 in the lineup and corners of the infield defensively, especially defensively, they're levels above, I think, especially defensively, any other tandem at the corners. And I want to go back with the Rockies. Arenado was their child. And other than Todd Helton, this is the only guy they've ever had. Like, who's been big, who's been their guy for a long time. And to see him walk like this has to be very tough for a Rockies fan.
I think the only duo that even holds a candle is the Mats of Oakland. I wish Matt Olson were healthy for a full season. I just want to see how many homers that dude could hit. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Listen.
a good underrated tandem is when the Yankees put DJ at first, which happens every now and then. And then him and Gio. But
when Luke Voigt's not benching 155 with one hand. That's absolutely insane. Did you guys see that?
Luke Voigt is a monster. He gets slept on because he's in a lineup with two other monsters. And
he just kind of looks like a Cabbage Patch Kid, but he comes out and just like benches 400 pounds.
Yeah, he's absolutely insane.
That's wild.
So we did a little segment last week about what Broadway play that Trevor Bauer would star in. Let's go movie star. Who's the movie star of the week, Jason? You can pick.
Wait, what am I picking?
Which player are we putting in a movie?
Why don't we go with? All right, okay. So MLB The Show is finally coming to Xbox. That's news in of
Thank
itself.
everyone.
I've never played Xbox. I've always been on PlayStation for the sole reason of playing this game. But I'm glad for all BOG players. So
Alex Funderburke finally gets to play MLB The Show. A little loser Xbox player over there in the corner.
I'm so happy. And the college football game is coming back. It's been a great 2 days for me.
Not for like 3 years. I mean,
but still, that news enough is
it counts.
Honestly, news enough puts 2021 over 2020 right there.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
It's already better. The world could end in August, but it'd still be better.
To answer your question, because I thought of that because of the cover of the game, Tatis, unreal cover. I saw, I was like, wow, this is
that
awesome.
cover was absolutely disgusting.
Exactly. So that'll be my character, Tatis.
Okay. Alex, Fernando Tatis in a movie. Where's he going?
Golly.
I don't know. I don't watch movies, Johnny. What's something cool he could be in? Like, he'd be like James Bond or something. Like, give me Fernando Tatis's James Bond. I think that'd be cool.
You're tight.
Oh, man. You know, I feel like Fernando Tatis Jr. in like an Adam Sandler movie would be fun.
Him instead of Russell Crowe in Bedtime Stories.
Oh.
With the B.
Oh.
With the B.
Oh my God.
Feed that to me.
That's getting made. That's a graphic that's going to go up right now.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
I like that.
That's our thumbnail. That is our thumbnail. 100%.
Wow.
This is a regular segment now. We're going to put a baseball player in some kind of media where they definitely shouldn't be. Take me out to the podcast special. So let's reel it in back to some real world news before it's like last week and we start talking about musicals for an hour. 154 game season proposal, right? So the proposal from the MLB, or from the owners, I would say, is 154 games, delay the season by a week. Yes to universal DH, yes to expanded playoffs. Jason, what is your opinion of this deal?
There's a lot of things I like and a lot of things I don't. I want the universal DH just for right now, even solely focused on this next year or two. I want Ozuna back in our lineup. The only way that gets done is universal DH. We're not going to sign him and put him in left field. If there's no universal DH, he'll be on an AL team in a couple of weeks. I also like the expanded playoff format. I was a big fan of that this year. I'm not a fan of the 154 games. I'm always a fan of 162, just for the stats wise. I have to be able to compare to past seasons. If it's 154 and I got to get my calculator out to calculate how many more bombs this guy would have hit in 8 more games, miss me with that. Give me 162. I don't care. It's a week. Like, what are we going to do? 8 games? We got to do that at 162. So that's my take.
Yeah, that week and a half will do so much in terms of COVID. It will do so much, impact greatly. It will
COVID
completely
over.
eliminate coronavirus. The
Mhm.
CEO of coronavirus is dead in those 8 days.
Yep.
Yeah, he is.
Alex, this proposal, is it crap or is it good?
It's pretty. It's bad, but I'm happy to hear Jason liked the expanded playoffs because I thought I was the only one that enjoyed that many playoff games and teams borderline 500 getting in. So I'm happy, Jason. You're on your gang. You're gang with me. But no, I don't like 154 either. Give me 162 or give me death. I'm with Jason. Like, don't make me break out a calculator to figure out what his stats would have been in 162. Give me 162. I will
Yeah.
say though, this is kind of scary because the more this goes on, I don't think we're gonna get a season next year. I think we're gonna get because the CBA is up, and that's scary.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that the expanded playoffs is really the players' biggest thing to give, biggest concession. So I think they're waiting until the CBA expires after this year. I don't think there's really any incentive for the players to give that up before the CBA, because I think they want a little bit different arbitration. I think they want an increase in minimum pay. That's what I've seen. Yeah, I think we might see a lockout, might see a strike. Jason, what are your odds of the 2022 MLB season being played?
I'm putting it
162.
0. I'm putting it at 0 just for my sanity. I'll crawl up in a ball and not move if there's not a season. So I can't. I don't even want to entertain the thought of a lockout. I've never seen one. Just as far as when I've watched baseball. What do you know when the last when that was? The last one
Was it 94?
94,
okay, perfect. So, yeah,
95. Yeah.
Not in my lifetime. And that's not something I want to see to my favorite game. So
Yeah, another year without baseball would not be great for any of our mental healths at all.
No.
that's
no,
right.
I need to see Alex absolutely crawl up in a ball when his Yankees are aggressively mediocre again. I need to see it.
Hey. I got the Padres now. I jumped on the bandwagon last year, so they're my second team now.
We're not doing this, Alex. We don't do this. That's not how that works.
Jason, do you have an AL team that you're like into?
Absolutely not. No, I got one team and one team only.
Yes, I'm obviously just a Yankees fan, but like Tatis's rookie year and then last year, I just found myself watching the Padres every night. Like the Yankee game would end, I'd go on MLB TV, but the Padres game on, I just found myself watching. I was like, these guys are pretty cool, good at baseball. I like their announcers.
Yeah, Alex jumped on the Padres and I jumped on the White Sox. That's what we are. We're bandwagon. We're leading the bandwagon.
Yes, we are.
If I gotta pick a team in the AL, I'll pick it whoever's playing the Astros or the Yankees.
Okay.
That's fair.
So you just refuse to commit. Just absolutely refuse.
Yep, that's right.
This is a Tim Anderson and Fernando Tatis podcast.
Yes, absolutely. Tim Anderson surprised me with his defense last year. He improved a lot.
Yeah,
MLB ranked them 10th.
Yeah, those I don't really put them. Okay, I still think the best shortstop in baseball is Trevor Story.
I'm okay with that.
I don't think that Trey Turner is better than Corey Seager. Because if Trey Turner could like defend, if he was an elite defender, I would say yeah. Because Corey Seager's not, the bee's knees defensively, but no, Trey Turner's had like 1.5 good seasons. Get out of my face.
We could do a whole podcast episode on just those top 10 rankings, like for all of the positions, because they were not good.
They were not good.
No, they're bad.
Did they put like Alex Calloway as like the 5th best relief pitcher?
Something like that. And they put Mets infielder or Mets center fielder who doesn't play defense.
Brandon Nimmo?
They put him 4th.
Yeah.
I was like
what do you
in the center field rankings?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't see that, or I might have flipped.
Yeah, good thing you did.
That is bad.
Yeah. And Verdugo? Alex Verdugo was top 5.
Nope.
Alex Verdugo's now. Let's think of right fielders, right? We got Betts, we got Judge in there.
Yep.
I don't know. what, Juan Soto? I think Juan Soto is technically a right fielder this season because they got
Well,
Schwarber.
Acuna will
Yeah.
be full-time right field this year.
Is that because Pache's up for the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking. Bryce Harper is better than
Harper, yep.
Verdugo. Still.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gallo's better than Verdugo.
You could debate that one.
That's
You could
debatable.
debate that
That's
one.
debatable.
You could debate that
And
one.
then Yelich, it says he played some games in right field.
Yelich is weird. I feel like Yelich is more of a left fielder at this point. Once Ryan Braun's like old, like PED encrusted like self gets out, Yelich is a full-time left fielder.
That's true.
Yes. It just
Verdugo,
doesn't-
I like that guy. I'm just saying he's not top 5.
Big Verdugo guys
he's
over
not.
here. Big Verdugo
I'm
guys
not,
over here.
No, he plays for the Red Sox. We don't like Verdugo. We don't like him.
I like Verdugo. It looks like
No,
we
you don't,
outnumber
Johnny.
you, Alex.
No,
Listen,
you don't, Johnny. I'm telling you, you
Last
don't.
week we had 2 Yankees fans on here outnumbering me. This week it's the other way around.
I need Hannah back ASAP.
All right, I think it's getting time to wrap this up. Jason, you got any closing thoughts for this?
Why does the MLB have Patrick Corbin as the 8th best pitcher in baseball? I'm looking at that now. That's bad.
That's bad. That's
real
bad.
That's
Above
very
Walker
bad.
Buehler.
Who is above Bueller? No
Oh my
way.
God.
No
Yes.
way. No
Walker
way.
is 10. Walker
way.
is 10. And Greinke is 6.
What?
Greinke at 6, Corbin at 8, and Bueller at 10. That is
Is this the
interesting.
Shredders list?
Baseball.
We might just have to do a whole top 10.
Johnny, can we
Okay,
talk
we're
about
doing
this next week?
so
at this list?
next week is the top 10s. We'll bring Hannah back. We'll bring Jason back. We're doing top 10s next week. That's bad.
I'll make my own top 10 list. Johnny, you do the same. Jason, you do the same. Make your top 10 list. Let's go. Each position. I'll do it right now.
Hopefully this is last year's because maybe this is last year's. It has Gary Sanchez as the 5th best catcher in baseball.
Oh,
Hold
no.
on.
Yeah, no, I think that
I'm
was
hoping
last. I
I'm
think you're looking
not-
at last year's. There's no way.
Okay.
I love Gary, but no.
I thought it was still 2020. That's on me. So the last 5 minutes of this, scrap it.
Scrap it. Just cut it.
No,
Jay-
they
Oh,
We
had
saw that it was a
Chapman.
bad list then because of what happened last year.
Yeah, yeah.
They
yeah,
had
yeah. Alex is currently knee deep
Like,
inside of a Pringles
bro,
can.
what?
We'll wait for him to come back.
Oh boy.
Oh, he's back.
Am I
He's
back yet?
He's back.
I'm back. Okay. No, I'm saying they had Chapman as the 4th best reliever. I was like,
Oh,
that's
yikes.
insane.
Oh,
No.
yikes. No. All right. Before we get into this for too long, next week we're doing our top 10s. Easy content week for me. Literally 0 effort. We're doing it. We'll bring Hannah back. We'll have a four-person show on, and we will laugh at each other for our horrendous takes.
That sounds like a plan.
I'm with it.
I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you.